They're the reason my wallet ain't fat. I love my subs, my fans, and the rest. We all know G1 is the best. They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.
Hey, what is going on, guys? And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews Live. It has been a long time since I've done one of these. Well, I guess not too long. I did one last week with Toy Spotlight to go over blockies. But it's been a long time since I actually did one directly on my channel to talk to everyone. And I do have a special guest tonight. Jack Nerd is here with us. I've actually known him for quite a long time, and he's lucked out. He's going to be able to make it to TFCON Chicago, so we'll be able to actually meet in person for the first time. I guess you and I have known each other for, what, 3 or 4 years, right?
Roughly about that long, yeah. Just with everything that's going on in my life, and then took a small hiatus from social media. Then I got back on it, and then we kind of just rekindled where we kind of left off, especially when it comes to Transformers and everything else. And then especially of how crazy life is and how much it can change so drastically, especially when it comes to planning.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because I think we were talking about TFCon, and you just all of a sudden, you just got the time off to go. And, of course, the hotel was booked up, and there's no room anywhere around. And you were going to sleep in your truck, and then you lucked out and you found a buddy who had a room for you.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm actually looking very forward to being down there. Like, I mean, I'm going to be looking for a few things, but at the same time, just getting the chance to, like, meet new people, make new friends, especially just the love of Transformers, because, I mean, as long as I've been around Transformers, I mean, I've been around them pretty much majority of my entire life, and including a lot of characters that are very inspirational. I felt like made an impact on my life. And then also meeting Extra Zero, talking to Patriot Prime here, and then just watching toy reviews, and finding inspirations for like stop motion animations and so on and so forth. It's freaking awesome.
All right, everybody's popping in with a happy anniversary. Yeah, that's the whole reason for this stream. I was kind of shocked myself. I was looking online this morning. I was getting ready to upload a video, and I saw that joined YouTube 8 years ago on September 29th. And for some reason, I was thinking it was October 4th, but I joined YouTube September 29th and uploaded my first video October 4th. And if you want to see something cringy, you watch my first YouTube video. That's when I'm talking like this, and I'm not sure how to do anything. But yeah, man, 8 years. This has been a wild ride. I talk to the con bros all the time, and a lot of those guys, they're getting kind of burnt out with the whole YouTube thing because, like we were talking earlier, I've got 22,000 subscribers. I put a video out, and I'm lucky to get 1,000 views. So I'm like, I have all these subscribers, but nobody watches anything. And some of the guys get bummed. They're like, well, why do I even do it? And for me, the whole YouTube thing, and if you follow this channel, you know why I do this. This is an extension of my hobby. It's something for me to do. If Lisa, my wife, if she's downstairs doing something, or my son's at the age now, he doesn't want to do anything with dad, I can come up here in my office. I can film. I do everything I do myself. I film it myself. I edit it myself. I upload. I do everything. It's just, like I said, an extension of my hobby, because it used to be I would buy a figure, open it up, transform it a couple times, and put it on the shelf. But now, thanks to being a YouTuber, I can buy a figure, open it up, transform it a couple times, film it, put it on the shelf. So I get that extra step in. Yep. And not to mention, I get to meet all you cool dudes. And I met quite a few of you at TFCon. So, yeah, that's my rant. And what's funny, I'm going through the VA right now. For those of you who don't know, military, veterans assistance, stuff like that. When I got out of the military, I didn't go to the VA or anything, because I came back with my arms attached, my legs attached, not scarred or anything. And once I got out of the service, I figured I was done. And my brother started working for the VA, and he's like, you need to talk to the VA, get the benefits, talk to people, do what you can. So I started doing that. And one of the things I had to go through the other day was I had to sit down with a psychological exam to find out if I was nuts or not. And then we'll keep that on the DL. But one of the things I talked about was how starting YouTube and doing this kind of helped me get my mind off of things. So I have YouTube to thank for that as well. In my area, right when I started YouTube is when I quit my other job. I used to work at a casino, kicking out rich entitled people. It was a blast. But all the guys I worked with were all ex-military, ex-law enforcement. It was actually one of them that kind of inspired me to start the channel. But as soon as a couple days after I started the channel, I quit that job. And after I quit the job, it seems like all my friends who worked there left and went off to do other things too. So I don't really have any, it's kind of a sob story. I don't have any friends to do things with. Like around here locally, there's nobody, hey, I'm going to go out with this guy tonight or do this. I don't have that. So doing this, talking to you guys, doing live streams, which is why I want to get back into this again, especially with the weather getting cold. This is kind of my way to hang out with friends. And that's why I look so forward to TFCON. We're going to this huge convention with all these people. We all have the same thing in common. We don't give a damn what your background is or what you're into. If you love plastic robots, you're one of us. Embrace it and let's rock and roll. So there we go.
Heck yeah. It's just like, I remember when I went to my first one back in 2018 and just being in that experience, just being around those people. You get, watching some of the voice actors do a script reading, people doing other impersonations from either from Megatron to Stars from Optimus Prime. It was an experience, and an experience that I want to do again, and especially, that I can have a little more disposable income. It's just like now I can go do that again and embrace that with everyone again, because it's a whole experience. And I think when people from other backgrounds and places, Patriot, you and I, we know what that's all about, of meeting people from different background, and from I'm from your side of the military, from being also the cons and stuff like that. You've been on that, of meeting different people.
See, the very first con I went to was in 2013. Now, I've always loved Transformers and toys, and I've always collected. But it was one of those things where I did it on the download. If I go to the store to buy a toy, I go through the line. Yeah, I'm getting this for my brother. I'm getting this for a kid. And I had like my collection room is kind of hid from everything else. You go in the whole house, you wouldn't see anything until you went to my collection room. And then when I went to my first con, which was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they called it Sharticon. Okay, funny name. But going there and meeting so many people that were just like me, because you always get that stigma of the toy collector that's, the weirdo lives in his mom's basement. No offense to those who live in your mom's basement. But, I ran into so many people like me, and I thought, I'm not hiding it anymore. And, of course, I just got the Optimus Prime tattoo on my arm, and now I got the Autobot symbols on my Jeep and everything else. I don't care, man. Yeah. I knew this was going to happen. Deluxe Baldwin is the king of toilet selfies. So make sure and follow Deluxe Baldwin on his Instagram page, YouTube, Facebook to experience those toilet selfies. And if he can lay a massive one, he will take a picture of that too and ask you to rate it. So, yeah, you're welcome, Deluxe.
That's awesome.
All right, what am I hitting? Oh, 60 months. Member for 60 months.
Double Deluxe class message.
Retirement age. There is no retirement. I was figuring that up today for myself. Holy shit. Fire Talks. He knows who I am. He's got a funny toilet story regarding a con. I was hoping that he'd hop on here. He has to tell that one. That's a good one. That was. Did you see the video? I think it was in TFCON Baltimore where we decided to do the Pocky chip.
No, I haven't. No.
All right, so some dumbass decided, hey, let's bring some Pocky chips to TFCon and just eat them in the lobby. So we're eating these Pocky chips, and poor Fire Talks, he ate this chip and immediately regretted his life decision. Went to run, and I probably can't tell the story as good as I can. He can. But at the same time the convention was going on, there was also a football game in town. So the convention center is full of us nerds and then these jocks. So Fire Talks is dying. His mouth's burning up. Satan's eating his soul. He's running into the bathroom, and all the drunk jocks apparently have destroyed the bathroom. He said there was more piss on the toilet seat than toilet seat when he went to go. He's trying to throw up, but he's gay. But his story was just awesome. And of course, his daughter's there laughing. And then we had this one dude we thought we killed because he took the chip, and all of a sudden he's having a reaction. So good times.
It sounds freaking great.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Oh, it's always fun, especially there's a Ryan Pax. Pleasure to have both you guys live. Raz, he's going to hop on here before too long so we can get some Canadian influence in here.
Oh, Canada, eh?
Hey, his results were both fire and toxic. I have your tech spec from Baltimore. Awesome. I need to order some more of those. I actually had a subscriber of mine designs tech specs. And I said, hey, can you make me like a tech spec? And that's what I'd hand out like a business card. Let me see if I have one within reach here. Oh, here you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I was handing these out at TFCon. I might have to contact him tomorrow and get some more.
Heck yeah.
Who the heck was turning the toilet into a slip and slide? And I think what was even worse was the little lobby bar because he needed a drink and the lobby bar was closed.
Well, speaking of the lobby bar, you gonna be part of the after party too on Saturday?
I am.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah.
Hey, you're welcome, brother. I don't interact with that site a lot, but I lurk there and I saw it pop up. It's like, hey, figured why not join the after party and do a little bit of networking.
For sure. I mean, obviously networking wise depends on, content creators. And even if I jump back and doing podcasts again, it might be a good idea to, meet new people, and especially when it comes to the stop motion world. I mean, if anyone wants to, pop on in and be a special voice actor or voice actress or something, just to.
Well, let me stop you right here. Why don't you take this advantage to tell everybody about your channel, where they can find you? Plug yourself.
Fair enough. So Fanboy Studios is, it's a channel that's probably like older than Patriot Prime's. Way back when I used to do like tour reviews, and then eventually I just got more into that stop motion realm because I remember growing up watching Night/2020, who was a pioneer, one of the pioneers in stop motion animation for Transformers, and then when he did his stories, I was trying to create my own, and then carrying it all the way up until today, where now I've just been doing a lot more unboxings and stuff like that. I do Transformers, I do Marvel figures, stop motions. One of the biggest projects I've worked on for the past couple of years was my Marvel Transformer crossover. I really enjoyed working on that. I know I had Extra Zero be part of it, a bunch of other people be part of it. So working on big projects like that has always been a very very fun experience, and I'm always trying to work on new and better things, whether it's creating sets, doing more stop motion, and trying to come up with new ideas. And like, there's always ideas running through my head, and trying to put that into into a screen.
I tell you, stop motion guys are impressive. I did stop motion for one of my videos where I made Megatron's head do this. So like 4 little motions. Like, yeah, that's enough.
It's when it comes to stop motion, it's definitely more of if you come up with something on the fly. Like one I did was my my drift stop motion, which was the MMC Ocular Max Stray. I had a lot of fun shooting that because it was something original. And because Drift never really had an origin story, and since Ocular Max or MMC, made Drift into a G1 style figure, G1 style third-party figure, but using a vehicle from the 80s, which would be the AE86, which I think is an 86 Corolla, and just coming up with that idea of creating an origin of him coming to Earth, his first interaction with human beings, and then realizing there's just more to things than just fighting in a war. And it was just Studio Series 86.
Well, he says somebody should paint logos on my figures. I mean, I don't need logos, and you got Toyhax.
Oh, heck. Oh, that's nice.
Actually, I had to make some smaller logos for me, or decals, and I had one of my Earthrise Primes decked out. It pays Patriot Prime.
That's awesome. And that's another thing I really miss doing, too, is I don't mean to plug myself more here, but I love working on custom action figures. I remember when the 07 film came out, I was repainting figures. I was modifying figures, creating more and more. And then when I fell more into that third-party realm and masterpiece, I really didn't see the need for it as much as anymore.
Hey,
what's up?
Hi, Raz.
Hi.
Hey, here we go again. He was mentioning earlier, he says, man, look at your background with all the figures. I got a plain white background, and now you got all the figures. He looks like the filling in an Oreo right now with his white background.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Sorry, I'm trying to play with a new setup. Well, not a new, but anyway, things moved around. So, how are you? Congratulations, Jason, on your
Thank you very much.
8 years. And everybody, you can get your PPR merch in the store.
Oh, let me see that. I've never seen the mug before.
Really?
Yeah,
It's your mug.
I know. I don't have one. I've got the pint glass. That's cool. That's cool.
I kind of want one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, kind of cool. I got my PPR business card. I got my PPR,
Awesome.
tech specs.
If you run into me at TFCON, there's no telling what you'll get. Decals, business cards,
Yeah.
hearty handshake. My favorite thing about TFCON is when people walk up to me and go, hey, can I buy you a drink?
There you go.
I mean, I think that's one thing I'm looking forward to TFCon is actually being like, I was talking to the guy, he's from Milwaukee that is I'm gonna be crashing with. Is like, dude, what do I got to do? Do I got to buy you dinner? Do I got to buy you a drink? It's like, no, just split the cost for him. I'm like, done, too easy. But actually, just being able to sit down and talk with you guys, have a couple drinks, and see what kind of hauls we're going to get at the con.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried so hard to make it to Chicago. Like, really looking for a way to make it work, but I didn't want to, because I drove to Baltimore, which was 9 hours, but 13 to 17 hours, depending on how it went to go to Chicago, was a little too much even for me. So
yeah, I'm going 8. Now you drove by yourself, right?
I did. Wasn't too hard. Wasn't like 9 hours. Wasn't like I'm from up north Quebec, and then we moved south, so I'm used to 7-hour drives, no problem. So add 2 more, it's no big deal. Yeah. And it was for a good cause, meeting all my my friends from YouTube. So that was great.
What's so funny is when we greet each other at cons, it's not like we walk up and handshake. We do these airborne tackle hugs. And I know I scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, you did. You snuck him from behind, and it's funny. You never know the reaction you're gonna get from meeting people. And to anybody who wants to know about Jason, he has been the most welcoming person. He made me feel so good because I've been telling this quick story for a while that I started YouTube for the wrong reason. I started YouTube so I would talk with these guys and hang out with these guys. And it happened eventually, but I was still, in the back of my head, and it's like, going to TFCON, am I just gonna get a handshake and that's it? Thanks for stopping by, and then move on. And Jason just grabbed me, said, you're one of us. You want to come for they were going for food. You guys want to come? Sure, yeah. We all went. We spent the whole weekend together. So Kato was great. Deluxe was a bit shy at first. I have to say, the first time we met, we said hi. He was a bit shy, but then after that, it was all good. So yeah, it's been a great experience.
Well, Deluxe is still in here. I always like to tell the story how I first met Deluxe. I've been watching him. I knew who he was, and this was at TFCON Reston. Now, Raz, you've met me before. I'm not a small person.
No, you're not. You're as tall as I am. I think you're a little taller.
Yeah, just a little bit. But Deluxe is not a tall person at all.
He is not.
So I knew who Deluxe was, and in Reston, you could go out the lobby, and there was these sliding doors. You go out the lobby, go to outside. So I'd been out there for a while, and I was getting ready to come back in. It was either I was coming in or coming out. But Deluxe was walking towards me, and he had a little entourage with him. And as
Deluxe does.
Yeah. And as he's walking toward me, he trips over the lip of this concrete, and he buries his face right into my belly button. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like,
there you go.
Oh, hi, Deluxe. I'll watch you.
That's cool. I thought he had done it on purpose, though. Like he was just saying hi. That was where he tripped.
I would have doubts about anybody that would trip and embed their head in somebody's belly button on purpose. That's a new fetish for another website, I believe.
There you go.
Yeah, Reston was fun. I would say Orlando was my favorite, and that was mainly because we could hang out, and it was all this giant outdoor seating area where we have drinks in our hands all the time. And then you had Reston, which had a huge lobby in this whole outdoor area. Baltimore, it was just all too enclosed. I mean, you could branch out into another half of the building. Remember we did that, or were you with us, Raz? We kind of did our live stream.
No, I was there. I left right after your live stream.
Okay. And, but yeah, Reston was fun. I've never been to Chicago. I don't know what to expect with this one.
So the Crown Royal Hotel is actually not a bad place. It really isn't. So you got one side of the building, you got the kind of like the meat area where you can watch the people talk. I know there's gonna be what is it? Bob Budiansky's gonna be there, I think.
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah, and then and of course I think Charles Adler. Aaron Archer.
There we go.
Yeah,
and not the Karate Kid is going to be there.
Yeah, and of course David Kay, which
they just announced a new one today. I'll have to see if it comes up through. I think that's a new one.
I interviewed him.
He's new. I might take my number one, get that signed.
Mm-hmm.
He worked a lot on the Spider-Man Clone Saga. He was editor-in-chief at the time, so yeah.
Okay, that's a new one. I think it's their first con.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people I don't know. Mark Watts is always there, man. Always there.
Yeah, there's Bob Budiansky.
Yep. There you go.
Now, most of the ones that I'm seeing rotate through the guest list have been to every TFCon I've been to. David Kay was supposed to be at, maybe it was Baltimore the first year I went, and he had to cancel. And it's what's funny, I sent Ghost Prime. David Kay was going to be in LA, and I sent Ghost Prime my Beast Wars Megatron to have it autographed, which I had to pay for shipping it to him. Right. I had to pay for the autograph, pay for him shipping it back, and here David Kay's going to be get this one. So
Yeah.
maybe I get a picture with him this time.
Well,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
didn't get. I met him at TFCON Toronto, and then I interviewed him twice. And I've been trying to make that a yearly thing, but this year I'm getting blank from. Like, it's not him; it's all his publicist team, and I don't know. It just didn't go anywhere. And I've emailed the same people, but I mean, I got the opportunity to do it twice, so that was fun.
Heck yeah. And then, of course, with his interactions with Jabby the Hong, of him being part of a lot of the Beast Wars Megatron reviews, doing all that was just pretty cool, you know?
Yeah.
All right, we all three just drew a blank.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
As far as, but for this TFCon, I guess other than David K, of course, you don't have to pay for his tickets in advance. I think with Frank Welker and Peter Cullen, Peter Cullen couldn't come. You had to pay for all that stuff in advance. I think with David K and some of the other guys, just walk up to their table. But my whole objective is this time is I'm just hanging out. A bunch of the normal con bros aren't going to be there. I know Deluxe is going to be there. I know Treebot's going to be there. So it's going to be you meeting a whole bunch of new people, getting a new clan crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's always fun.
This is for you. Is Fanboy Studio Jack Nerd 93 the correct channel?
Yes.
It's Fanboy Studio.
It's Fanboy Studio, but it would say Jack Nerd 93 on. I think it was in the description because 93 is when I was born. So, but yeah, just Fanboy Studio. The logo is like this. It's got like a half Autobot, half Decepticon, and then just kind of like designed.
Did you just say you were born in 93?
That's what he said. Yeah. We're so
We better not stay
freaking
out
old.
here too long. You probably need to get to bed.
funny.
Yeah.
Hey, I like this guy because he asked me earlier, what are you, in your late 40s? Yes, I am.
Yes. Well, I am in my mid late 40s, so but yeah, it's we're getting older.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting freaking it's terrible. Every time I shave, there's a new white layer. I'm like, God damn it.
Well, you're my twin, man. We got to kind of look the same.
Yep.
That's
And I had so much fun making that video. It was great.
That was a funny story. What was it? You were sent a picture of all of us together to your wife, and when she saw me, she's like, "Oh my God, he looks like you."
Oh no, probably the first time I did the sit rep.
Okay.
Well, the time I did the sit rep, she's like, "Oh man, he looks like you." And then every time I would stream, and she's like, "Oh, is that PPR going to be there?" I'm like, "Really? Like you not that I was getting jealous, but she's like, you're getting jealous of somebody that looks exactly like you." So I'm like, all right, bro, I guess so.
Let's find out for sure. Take your hat off.
Oh, yeah, well,
Okay.
it's got a cut, so
All right.
yeah, we still have colors a little bit. But so yeah. And then you sent my picture. We took a picture together. You sent it to your wife, and she agreed. And then I made a video with Weird Al Yankovic, I Think I'm a Clone Now song. And
Our wives agree that we look the same, but nobody else does.
no,
Everybody's
that's
like, "Oh, you know,
that's
we're
exactly true.
I mean, I do see some similarities.
It's the shade of beard. That's the
Yeah, I mean,
mainly that.
if you did the same style that Jason has, I think it should be pretty much almost dead ringer.
Yeah, probably.
Well, he doesn't have all that glorious white in his that I do.
Well, it's getting there, man. My lighting's not that great, but yeah, the sides are so white. It's terrible.
Well, that's what I was telling him earlier. I do not grow a full beard anymore because it's all white, dude. It's this white.
Yeah, it's gonna get
Somebody
worse.
said they was hoping to. Horned Owl said he wants to run into me. Please do. There's so many people that'll see me and they don't come up and say hi, and then you'll see them in the chat later. Oh, I saw you, but I didn't want to come up and bother you. As long as I'm not eating at a restaurant and you sit down with me while I'm eating, we're good.
Yeah. That's
That's one of
a
those con,
little much.
unwritten con rules. You don't do that.
Right.
There was a dude at TFCon Orlando. All of us had got together and we were able to get a table, big long table with all of us friends who know each other, have known each other for years, all sitting at this table and we're eating. We got the appetizers, we got the dinner, having a good time. And this dude walks by and he just kind of looks at it, goes, "Hey," just real nervous like, because he recognizes us, but he's just very awkward. He says, "Y'all mind if I guess he said, do y'all mind if I sit?" I thought he was just going to say hi. Next thing I know, homeboy throws up a chair, sits down right with us, and starts eating Fire Talks as appetizers. I thought he was going to kill him.
I did not know that part. Holy.
That's the kind of unspoken rule, if you especially when it comes to us men, is like you don't mess with our vehicles, and you sure as hell don't mess with our food.
Oh no!
Come on, like this is my meal.
Yeah, there's
like at what's that meme where they all go, "Damn!" That's what we all like. We was like, "Oh shit, he's about to die." PPR lift. I do. It's weird. It is so weird.
You don't even ask for it. You're just gonna sign you.
What's that?
You're not. People don't even ask you for the autograph. You just give it. There you go.
The first time that happened, that was so weird. Somebody walked up and said, "Hey, can I get your autograph?" I'm like, "Sure." And then I'm like, "How do I autograph it? Do I autograph it as my name? Do I come up with a Patriot Prime signature?"
Right.
Well, Raz, I think you had the same experience. First time you go to con and people walk up wanting to meet you because of YouTube.
I have yet to be recognized. Like a couple people, like Fishy and Rico Red Star, because we chatted so much. But I haven't been recognized out of the blue, or out of con yet. So, yeah. But it would be the first time has to be like, oh really? I'm at that level now. I sign autograph. It's kind of cool.
I'm not at that level yet, so
I'm nowhere near. I've been gracefully able to join these guys on live stream, but my channel is I have to go back to doing the voice acting spotlight and stuff, like because I don't think the tour review, what
did I sign?
It's just sign
my bad.
I think I remember that because we went. It was the end of was it the end of our YouTuber stream where they cut us off, and we went outside and kind of continued to Q&A, and everybody just hit us up.
Oh yeah. You guys got kicked out of the Q&A because you gave a lot of advice.
It's an honor because they're like, "Wow, you're really that big."
Yeah. It's yeah. No, I have eventually maybe. I don't know. I'll go to a con and be
his bag. First TFCON I went to was 2019. I'd only been doing PPR a couple years maybe, so I really didn't have my foot in the door. And it was one of those where I maybe put a video or two a month, but then it started getting more and more, and it was just so cool. I don't think I made it going into Baltimore 5 minutes before somebody came up and wanted a picture. And of course, anymore, when you come up, if you want a picture with me, I want a picture of you too, because I'm going to gather it all together and make like a little slideshow at the end.
Yeah. That's always fun.
I remember our first time going, I did take a lot of pictures. I know I got one with Bobby Skullface, Ian James Corlett, who was Cheetor in Beast Wars.
I'm trying to get him to an interview. He's so hard he doesn't. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, you're good. But, I took a lot of pictures, but I mean, he's even, I remember this one, she's like a freelance artist and stuff like that. And, I knew her for the longest time watching her content on YouTube, and, when you meet people like that, their face, especially you watch them on YouTube, or you hear their voice, and it's just like, hey, I watch your stuff. I know who you are. Let's get a picture. And then I remember just sitting down with her and her now her fiance, just sitting down, just drawing, just doing a little doodling and stuff like that, just chilling, And moments like that, it's unforgettable, especially when I go down, coming up this year, meeting Patriot Prime and whoever else. I think this would be a great time, and I'm looking very forward to it. And have new memories and make new friends.
Yeah.
Now, when are you going? Are you going the whole weekend? Excuse me, allergies. Are you going the whole weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday. So I'm driving from Kansas, so that'll be about 10 hours. I get back to Wisconsin. I'm going to just spend a day with my folks, with my family, and then Saturday morning I'll be on my way down to Chicago.
I think our room's booked for the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. We'll be leaving on the 27th. So we'll be there all weekend and a couple extra days. See, I wasn't originally going to go. And then a friend of mine who I've befriended thanks to YouTube, he actually lives in Charleston, West Virginia. He's like, well, I was going to go. This is my first con. He does Taekwondo. So he goes to Chicago, excuse me, for like conferences or whatever, Taekwondo.
Okay.
And he's like, I was going to go and I wanted you to go too. And I was like, well, I wasn't planning on going. He says, I will drive and I will get the room if you go. So I'm like, all right.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's kind of what happened. Well, okay, yeah. When I went Baltimore, I couldn't originally go. And then I had 3 roommates who paid for my room, basically. They got together and said, okay, we want you to come down.
Hey, out.
Yeah, exactly. My wife was like, what are you going to have to do once you're there? I'm like, don't worry. I don't think it's going to be,
what happens in Baltimore stays in Baltimore.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So, but it was really cool. So that what enabled me to go, because I mean, paying for gas going down there, not a problem. So, no, it was great. And I spent so much money over there, though. When you tell people, oh, you're like, oh, if I find this, maybe I'll get it. And then you think, nobody's going to find that. So, I don't have to spend. And then they find it.
Well, I went last time and I was only going to get a couple. I'm always hunting the G1s that I don't have.
Yeah.
And I'm down to 7. 7 more G1s and I'm done. 7 or 5. I forget what he's talking earlier. 5 more G1s and I'm done. But that was the goal last TFCon. All of a sudden, here's the exclusive. I was like walking by that table of exclusives the whole time, watching that go down far. It was that big Black Energon Prime, remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
that was a big one.
Yep.
So I walked by. It was the last day. They had 1 left. And I was like, okay, fate is making me get this thing. I don't want it. It's $300. But I have to get it because it's an exclusive. So I walked up to the table. I said, is this the only one you have left? She says, yeah, but it's on hold for a guy to go check his money or get his money. I said, okay. And I walked around again. And as I was leaving to go to our YouTuber panel, it was still sitting there. I said, that guy come back yet? And she's like, no, and he's been gone a half hour. And I said, well, I got cash. So it's sitting over
there
here.
You go.
And then me, I'm like, why did I get this?
That's the thing, eh? Sometimes it's just, why did I get this? And
I got a shelf right here of every TFCon exclusive, every con exclusive that I've went to. And I think I messed with them a couple times, and they have been standing there. There's a cobweb hanging off that one. So
well, that's the thing. Go ahead.
I was just going to pull a quick plug here. Back in April this year, I went to DairyCon, which is a small toy show up in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. So I went up there with my uncle, and then, of course, one of my buddies, he doesn't do a lot of YouTube as much, but he used to be one of my co-hosts for the FT podcast. And, of course, they had some exclusives. You guys are going to probably find these pretty hilarious. So one of the exclusives was, remember that when Optimus Prime was turned into that
floppy disk?
Yeah, so that was one of the exclusives. And then another old exclusive, I actually won in one of the drawings, so I got some other additional exclusives. The other one was called the Action Master Buzzbeak. So, like, it's just it doesn't transform, just those little things. And then one of the main exclusives was So they had like this guess a transformer, right? So I'm like listening attentively, and then the name of it was Snack Wave. So it's a little like those little bots. So it's like a little custom like figure that the master of ceremonies does. Fred Work. He does the whole con
Yeah,
stuff.
Fred. I know Fred. Well, I mean, from Facebook.
Yeah, and so actually guessed Snack Wave because he was hinting that's what the exclusive was. And then this is the chase, which is called Snack Blaster. So it's literally the black. So yeah, just one of those exclusives. And then it came in like this little little baby too on top of that.
Nice.
And they had their fall.
How's he eat chips with no mouth?
What's that?
How's he eat chips with no mouth?
I don't know, but I guess.
Crunches and sniff. There you go.
But yeah, they had their fall special this past weekend. Back up in Wisconsin.
That Dairy Con's been going on for a long time, at least as long as I can remember being on the internet looking at Transformer pages. I remember seeing that site. And I thought that'd be fun to go to. That's a hell of a drive.
Yeah, we don't have many. Like, that's the thing. Up here, we have a Comic-Con in Ottawa, one in Montreal. Then there's a more show in the West with the in the Rockies area. But for like toy shows and stuff, there's like the Geek Out this weekend. But that's like not just Transformers, and that's the thing. I went to a Comic-Con in Ottawa 2 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm done with most of non-Transformers stuff that was there, like, G.I. Joe, and I don't collect. I'm not into it. So my son bought like a bunch of Funkos, because that's the thing. You go to Comic-Con and it's Funko paradise. No, it's
that's like these cons I go with Dylan. That's not Transformer specific.
Yeah,
I'm bored out of my mind. I'm like, there's
that's the thing.
I'm a geek. I know the stuff. I'm like, I don't care. I'm just walking around. Yeah, cool, whatever. Just,
I have a pretty big comic collection, like the Marvel Epic collection that I've amassed, over the years, and I still read them and I enjoy them. But like figures, I have like maybe 7 Marvel figures. I have 1 Masterverse figure, 1 Gargoyle, Goliath. Like, I have a bit of everything, but my dad just got me this here. Because, apparently in the States, you guys can't get that car anymore. It's been banned because
it's offensive.
Yeah, but in Canada, we don't care about that. So I got this. So that was really cool. Because my dad remembered that I watched the show, and out of the blue, got me this and the police car. So,
man, how many times you wreck your bike jumping jumps?
Oh yeah, my bike, my knees, I had a whole tattoo sleeve from some whatever band at our like little village party, and I slid all the way and just ripped every signature. I was, I don't know, 12. So, you get back up and you keep pedaling.
That's right.
So, yeah.
All right. What else can we talk about? We talked about TFCON, we're blue in the face. 40th anniversary. 8th anniversary. I just got my Toyhax decals in for Studio Series Megatron. Can't wait for that.
Nice. If they're currently working on Skydive and Fireflight, because I think I'm going to wait for my Superion video, because that's one thing. You're exclusively doing Toyhax now, Jason, because I'm getting shit views, and I put so much time in those. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to forget that. So I do a short now, just showing.
Toyhax videos take longer than a regular video, because especially, of course, I've done it so long, I've got this groove going with my before and afters and everything. But some of them, I've run into issues where I'll start decaling the figure to realize, hell, I'm missing a sheet. So I contact Toyhax, they'll send me another sheet. So it's like 3 weeks later, and I'm like, okay, how did I do the before again?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's my wife's like, just take a picture, put it side by side. I tried that, but it didn't really work. So, but it's like I'm trying when I'm doing the before, I'm trying not to review the figure again. And I'm like, I don't know, I've done that. So, reshoot and start over. And but it's I because of my eye operation, I can't focus properly anymore. So I just don't buy as much decals either. So no, I have those. Like that's I won't bore your people, but it's because I have one like artificial lens and one regular lens because I only got the operation in one eye because I only had cataract in one eye. I can't focus anymore, even with glasses on, because this one is static, right? So yeah, it's a whole thing, and it's actually the worst thing that happened to me. Like it's really screwed up my hobby of putting decals because I can't really focus. I actually had to buy a magnifying ring light so that I can do stickers. So it's I'm just gonna do it for fun now.
I mean, try like assembling model kits or painting.
Hey, put it in front of the camera this time.
What's that?
Put that in front of the camera this time so we can see it.
Oh,
That's what sucks about these webcams. You're so off kilter.
Yeah, model kits are fun though. I have one Grandizer Infinitism series. That was a lot of fun to do. But then mostly YOLO Park, a couple blockies.
Oh yeah, yep. Honestly, I really do like those blocky figures. Those are something.
Oh, here we
go. Put together. Do you want to talk about what you would want for the 40th anniversary that wasn't announced?
We had the 40th last year, but in 2026 is going to be the 40th of the 1986 movie.
Mm-hmm.
But we already know we're getting Wind Charger and probably a dead Wind Charger down the road for that. Maybe they're going to do a dead Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime because they like dead stuff.
Hey, real quick. October's Toyhax code will be TFCON Chicago, no space.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
It's actually, I just uploaded my Superion review tonight, and I put that in there. I don't know if it'll be active tomorrow or the next day, because sometimes they'll bump it up a day to get it activated. But I can't use the same code twice, so I always have to be creative with the codes I came up with. So.
See, I have the same codes with DJC Collectibles since I started. So I do have like a 10% discount code. So it's kind of cool. Local guy. I go pick up at his house. Oh, and I just ordered the Missing Link RC today. I caved in. Yeah, it's going to be my Christmas gift, but she's not a shell former. So I had to get her.
Oh, which one's this?
The RC, the pink one. I went with the cartoon Missing Link instead of the prototype. Yeah.
I still have Missing Link Sunstreaker that I haven't even taken out of the box yet.
What?
Yeah, I know. Extra Zero, he took his out and he showed me.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
It's my favorite character, and this is a really good figure. My short did fairly good. My review, did okay, but no, it's. I was expecting more out of a Missing Link review.
Yeah, it's funny. We were talking earlier before you hopped in how reviews, man. I busted my butt when you saw the post when I got the whole case of Wave 4 in with Micronus and the 2 aerial bots and Venom. I thought, sweet, I got these early. Let me get these videos out. I did Venom first, tanked. Yeah. I did Micronus, tanked. The 2, let me pull up my.
The 2 aerial bots, I don't think I did great on. Like my Fireflight is this weekend because I don't buy as much as Jason does, so I have to, I schedule my reviews or deluxe, So, but it's not like we were talking in the chat, the group chat. Holy shit, we're all suffering from views, like, and I'm not comparing myself to you guys because I'm at 1,300, 1,300, subscribers. So it's really small, but I expect more than 54 views, and that's what I got on Skydive. And then the short about him it's at 16 views right now. That never happened to me on a short. I don't understand it.
Wow.
I've done 19 full videos this month.
Yeah, you
Wow.
My last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My last 7 haven't even broke 1,000 views. I have 22,000 subscribers, and I can't break 1,000 views.
Wow.
Wow. I have 987. So
Actually, my biggest of the, let's say, last 10 was my Conan from Frazetta Girls, 767 views. Everything else has been terrible. And I mean,
my Devastator review did really good. I got 6,240 views. So that's a rare hit.
yeah. Well, still to this day, my most popular is the Jinbao oversized upgrade kit. I'm at 13,000. That's a completely out of the blue number for me. So, but it's getting really hard to. That's why I'm, doing less toy hacks, and now I'm thinking of going back to doing the voice acting stuff because I haven't done one in a long time. So I wanted.
My biggest was G1 Minosaur, 41,000 views.
Wow.
Followed by Blocky's Devastator.
wow.
With 516,000.
Really? And that's a recent one.
Well, that's because I got it from Show Z before it sold out. So I was one of the few people that got it.
Yeah. Now sometimes it's just
But
luck of the draw.
But as we were discussing earlier, I know a lot of the guys that we're friends with that do YouTube, this is pissing them off and they want to quit YouTube. But I don't do YouTube for the views or the money. I do it as an extension of my hobby, and I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to guys like you guys in the chat. I enjoy talking to you. So
yeah,
that's what I discussed earlier with the VA and how YouTube's helped me with the old noggin. It's just my way of expressing and escaping and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's what it has to keep being. But I mean, I'm not frustrated. I'm disappointed sometimes, because you do put a lot of effort in making something, and but I mean, with the voice acting stuff, like it keeps growing, right? Because there's more repeat business, like Rodimus Primal, his retrospective are going to be ageless, and people in 20 years can still come and watch his stuff, and it's still relevant. And then
I was mentioned earlier too. I said I can bust my butt doing reviews of new figures, but I grab an old G1 off that shelf. Those reviews shoot through the roof every time.
Oh, okay.
There's no one like G1.
No, I got gifted a big box of G1 stuff, like some guy I know. He through another friend, just gave me a bunch of, like, I had the Splashdown, Hardhead, and Chrome Dome, like all missing parts and Brosa. I just made $300 selling parts. I've never done that before. So
I didn't think of that. I got a bunch of parts. I have got 2 bins of stuff I'm taking to TFCON to sell.
Yeah, I saw that. You're selling that little core class Optimus Prime with Bumblebee?
Yeah.
I love that kit. I bought 2, one for kid, one for me. It's just...
Well, it's been sitting on my desk forever, and I just happened to be scrolling. I was like, wonder how much that's worth. Oh, that's going in a plastic baggie and going to TFCON.
Yeah, there you go. All right, it's good. How about it? Go ahead.
I was just saying, it's like with third-party masterpiece figures, like the one I just got today, the Kane Toys Razor Claw. You jump on eBay, and it's like, for that figure alone, some people are like selling for like $500,000. And then there are some that are actually selling it for less than that. And I actually got lucky on the one that I currently have right now because I was not going to pay $1,000 for a figure. Don't get me wrong, I want to complete the set because I'm just like one away from the set. And it's like, you have these, these like this ever evolving collection, and we're always on the hunt for the next best thing. And that's why you have a lot of these reviews too of people like, hey, this is a great figure. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. And when I got the Rampage by King Toys when I went to Dairy Con, I'm like, this is a great figure. It's like I took that small little bite. I'm like, okay, I'm in. Like it just kind of happens. It's like I see these missing link figures. I'm like, those are really nice. And then you look at some of the prices on those, and then it's always that fluctuation too. And we don't, as collectors, we're always changing, always updating. And then, or there are those that want to have the G1 stuff. Like I think the only G1 figure that I have is my Encore edition of Optimus Prime that I have back at home. And I'm saving that and keeping that in the box, and hopefully be able to meet Peter Cullen and have him sign that.
Yeah, I hope Cullen is going to be able to. I know he did a couple appearances recently, but I had bought the Funko Pop, the cartoon edition, not the 2-pack you had, Jason, but the Optimus Funko Pop with blue eyes, and but turned out he didn't go, and then I just got Frank Welker's autograph, which was so awesome to meet Frank, and actually him asking me and my 2 roommates at TFCON to, can we take an extra picture? And then he posed us so that we're doing a conga line. So that was like, wow, cool. And he, it was, I gave him my business card to see if he'd come for an interview. Never heard back. Not surprised though. So yeah, it's a fun hobby, and I want to keep collecting. Even if I would stop YouTube, I don't think I'll stop. I'll just reorient what I want to do, because I
was seriously thinking about looking back at some of my older videos from 8 years ago. Now, when I started, that's all I did was review G1 figures, and a lot of those reviews are horrible compared to my style now. And I thought I can go back and redo so many of my old videos.
Yeah, I do miss the part at the end where you would go back to the camera and say, so, does this figure belong in your collection? Absolutely. Like I miss
it's you kind of go through all the different changes of what works for the channel. Mm-hmm. And for me, I could crank out those videos faster if I did, because usually what I'll do is when I get the figure in, I'll sit down, do the quick intro, show the box. Then I go right to the table. And then I would have, and it requires resetting up all my camera and stuff to do it. So I could just do everything right then and there instead of going back. But one of the things that I did for a while that really pissed people off is when I quit showing my face. I thought I could go even faster just putting them on the table. Hey, here's the box. Okay, here's the figure. So many people message me, why aren't you talking to us anymore? It's that personal connection when you're actually talking to the folks. And then when I quit wearing the hat, that was blowing a lot of people's minds.
Yeah. See, I keep the hat mainly because I don't want to do my hair. Like if I'm going to shoot a review, I'm like, screw this.
That's how it started. When I first started on YouTube, my hair was a little longer. And like I said, I work night shifts. So I get up and just come in here and shoot a video. Dylan's sleeping. He's a baby. So I just throw the hat on, throw a t-shirt. And then the hat thing, the only one I had at the time, well, I don't have it now, but I still have my veteran hat. And so that was, of course, the whole gimmick with Patriot Prime at first was I was really sticking to that military thing. And I don't know if you followed me for years, the military thing is kind of going away. I keep the hoo-ah at the end because God forbid I don't do the hoo-ah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I've had people say, oh, they missed the Hulk Hogan intro. Copyright.
Oh, yeah.
That's why that got me. And then what was so funny when I came up with that Patriot Prime song, when I first put that in the video, so many people were pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you're going country. That country music's divisive. Nobody wants to listen to that. That has become so popular. And since I created it, thanks to AI, I mean, everybody bitches, oh, it's AI, but I wrote it. I wrote that entire song.
Yeah, you wrote it and then you put it in.
It's not copyrighted, so I can play the shit out of it.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to do an intro video. There's an animator friend of mine. I tried to do it with AI. I subscribed and everything. And it's a simple, not so simple, because I have this mascot, right? This is Input, who used to do customs. I don't know if he still does, but he made that. That's a Seeker. That's actually Iron Storm, based on the Raziel design from the Legacy of Kain franchise. So he made that, and I even have the scarf because and actually, if you remove the scarf, we remove the mouth, just like Raziel in the. So I want me walking towards the camera as the camera's pulling back, and I want to be armored up and turn into this, like Iron Man. When he walks and he's getting de-armored, I want the opposite. And I spend so much time trying to get the prompts right with ChatGPT, and I did maybe 5 seconds of me walking on Cybertron, and it looked amazing. But then when I armored up, it never looked like the figure, like ever. Didn't even come close. I'm pissed off. So I'm working with somebody now who I'm gonna pay, and it's Gabe the animator. I streamed with him before. Great guy. And also Taekwondo teacher. He's starting that up again, and he's gonna check if he's able to do it for like a 20-second intro, so I can do that. So that would just be for me for fun, and maybe I don't know, find a song to go with it. So
I forget what program I found where I do that intro where my title is spinning. How it does that thing.
Yeah,
that's something I found right off the bat, and I loved it. And I was like, that's what I'm keeping forever.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool.
It is really cool.
Really cool design. I want now at this time now I want to have a better intro, something like more catchy. But at the time, it's just, most of my intros are like just picture sliding, and it does the job. And you want to keep it short, and then just get to it.
And then, like we were talking earlier, anybody in the chat. Somebody, who was I talking to? Toy Spotlight last week.
Captain Kyle.
Blockies. And he was talking about how, I got to get this done and get it off to my editor and get my script wrote. And I'm like, script? Editor? I said, I got 3 LED lamps, a white background, and a cell phone. That's how I do all my videos.
He scripts? He sounds so off the bat, though. Like, just
and of course, he's got
into voices.
2 cameras where he does those quick cuts.
Yeah. Okay. So no, I do scripts for my voice acting stuff, not for reviews.
I have, if I can find it, I wrote an entire script. You ever see those YouTube videos where, especially for horror movies, where they will do like body counts or kill count videos?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So I got the idea of doing a kill count video for Transformers the movie.
Yeah, you should.
That's awesome.
It is a smart Alex script. I mean, it's my personality that I wrote while watching Transformers. I would rewind and watch over and over again. I can't figure out how to shoot it.
What do you mean? Like, okay, so do we need to see you as the movie's playing?
Well, I thought about that, but I don't want to be sitting here reading it. If I could do quick cuts, like I could read, I even broke it down where look at the camera, back to the movie, look at the camera. I mean, I'm a real smart ass. Like, a narrator lets us know that the movie takes place a long time ago in the future of 2005.
You'd have to make like cue cards and have Dylan flip him as you talk and watch the movie. It'd be a long process.
There's one, I mean, when I was watching the movie, did you ever notice when Unicron's first flying to Lithone
Yeah.
His ring, you can see it in front of the buildings of Lithone. So technically, Unicron looks like he's the size of the basketball when he's coming at him. So I didn't notice that until I got the Blu-ray.
I mean, are you excited? We're getting a Transforming Kranix event like next year.
Somebody said they could see Venom being retooled into Kranix. I don't see that.
Me either. No, I'd like a new mold and then get an Arbalest and a Nancy. I need a freaking Nancy.
Here you go, Raz. You'll like this. Unicron hits Lithone with some sort of tractor beam as we get a look at how massive this monster planet is as he starts sucking up Lithone like a giant Roomba. A couple of bots try to make their escape as Unicron's pinchers dug into the planet, pulling him into his mouth. One of the bots got away while the other apparently gets caught in a tractor beam and is pulled back. All right, that wasn't as funny as I thought.
It's pretty good.
Now we get our title card along with a kick-ass hair metal rendition of Transformers theme by the group Lion. And it takes us through a trippy ride through the O in the word movie. Yeah. I need to do that.
Yeah, it would be just... Yeah, so I guess you would kind of just mute a little, not mute, but fade the sound down. And then you would talk over, and it would be not a long process. Because once you've done all your cuts, then you can just place them at the proper, because that's one thing you could do. Just
that might be my winter project.
But just do the record the whole narration, one shot, and then just cut it and place it where it needs to go. That's one way to do it.
I thought I had. Let me see. You never know what I have on this computer.
See, that's the thing. Finding new ideas to do, it's kind of hard. So, there's something, I don't want to say it here. I'll tell you outside. It's something I've been toying with for a while, live show. But I did. It's the time and everything. I have Adrien, who's gonna be 8, and he's a handful. So it's you go to bed. You don't want to spend all your time in your basement. You want to spend time with your wife. You want to make sure that the relationship's strong, so that you can still buy figures.
Yes, don't take those toys to bed, though. Be careful. Get a ramjet where you don't want it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to have to cut everybody short. It is 11 o'clock. I have got to get up early for work tomorrow. I screwed up and decided to get up at 4:30 a.m. this morning, and I'm kind of starting to feel it now. Yeah. Big thank you for you two for joining me tonight, so I didn't have to do this all by myself. Big shout out to you in the chat. I appreciate you guys as always. Thanks for sticking with me for the last 8 years, and here's to 8 more. Guys, you want to tell our people in the chat one more time where they can find you?
Go ahead, Jake.
You can find me on YouTube, just Fanboy Studio. Eventually, I might try to possibly migrate a little bit more information regarding through social media, probably on Twitter. If you want to see any more stop motion stuff, or you want to just pop in on during a live stream. Heck, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm actually off tomorrow. So maybe after this, if anyone wants to migrate and talk to me on my YouTube channel for a little bit, I'll be up for a little bit longer. But overall, this is the Jack Nerd, and special thanks to Patriot Prime for being part of this. And like I said, I'll see and whoever wants to say hi to me, I'll probably be wearing my Transformers jacket. I was going to do a cosplay, but I was going to do a cosplay, but I'm like, nah, I'm just going to wear, I have like a Transformers jacket that's got an Autobot logo on it. It says Autobot Army on it. And you can see me at TFCON this year.
Yeah, I'm too fat to do
what you're saying is, if people want to find you at TFCon, look for a guy in a Transformer shirt.
Yeah, that will work.
That's why I had mine custom made.
All right. Well, I'm Raziel Kane. You can find me at Raziel Kane Reviews on YouTube, Facebook, Raziel Kane, and there's my Facebook page, Raziel Kane Reviews. My Instagram at the same name. And you can see my stuff on tformers.com and maybe other places. So, yeah, if you want to watch voice actor interviews and Spotlight. and tour reviews and other stuff.
And I guess coming up for October, the reviews I have planned, I know I have the new Retro Sea Spray coming in, Retro Brawn, the 4-pack of Target figures. That's the White Ultra Magnus, Bumper, animated Nemesis Prime, and we're finally getting Horrible. Can't wait to get that one. Got my Sunstreaker here. Got more Toyhax videos. Just got Studio Series 86 Megatron in and Scrapper. So well, who knows? And the sit rep is coming back. So join me Saturday. I'm doing the sit rep with Stories from the Toy Shelf, a YouTuber I just happened to stumble across. He's got a really great way he presents his videos. And I think he's from Malaysia. So there's a big time jump between the two of us.
That's
I'm
cool.
really looking forward to that one. So that will be Saturday at 10 o'clock. So, guys, once again, thank you so much. To my guest, thank you as well. This is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah!
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems. They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.